rank them?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I believe that if you are the blueprint, then you are what everyone is trying to copy. And I grew up in the Chicagoland, and MJ was like all of those things. Mm-hmm. And so I would say MJ 1, Kobe 2, Bron 3. And I know I'm going to get killed being out.
I'm with you. That's mine too.
You said the blueprint, then the blueprint too. What are we talking about?
That's what I'm saying. And then, let's put it in perspective though. Bron is Karl Malone's size doing the things that he does.
Yes.
And I just am enamored by how he has continued to reinvent his game, continued dominance, all of those things. So hats off, respect to Bron. I idolize the little like footwork and the like critique and the all of that. And you could just tell like Kobe was the blueprint too of blueprint. I mean, just from working with Kobe in the gym, like he's like, are you a toe spinner or are you a heel spinner? Like nobody's ever asked me that before.
He's a toe spinner.
Like, he's like, and Jordan would rock. Mm-hmm. Are you a rocker? Like, what do you, I'm like, nobody's ever asked me that before. So like, I'm a student of the game and I geek over that shit. So.
Yeah, he was trying to teach the twins that shit at 10 years old. Mm-hmm. You got to spin on your toe this way. I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers just started dribbling.
Yeah. Welcome to the podcast, everybody. This is your host here, Lord of Lips. Sorry for the long hiatus we had. I think with Thanksgiving and the holiday season, I mean, just busy schedules and stuff like that. It's been a while. So everybody, welcome to the page. I appreciate all the support on the different channels, Facebook, TikTok as well, and then on YouTube as well. Yeah, I mean, you guys know the routine. Like and subscribe to the page. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's get our interactions up. Comment. But I wanted to, I really didn't even mean to intro with that clip. It just happened. I mean, it didn't just happen, but I just seen it today. And there's another clip that I watched earlier too. And it was a real throwback with Sam Tropole, the beat writer that used to cover the Chicago Bulls dynasty and stuff like that. I think he wrote like the Jordan Rules. And then Stu Lance, Stu Lance. And then I can't remember who was the host on SportsCenter at the time, but he was a legend. And I was watching that video and they were actually covering sport. I mean, they covered a little bit of narrative about what was going on with Kobe at the time. This was 2003. And they was comparing him in 2003 to Mike in 1988. Just age to age. I think it was 24 to 24 was the conversation. So there was a little bit of narrative arc, but a lot of the conversation that they had, no three of the analysts or panelists or people that was talking brought up one statistic. I don't remember. Not one statistic they brought up. They literally talked about footwork. They talked about different intricacies that was similar between Mike and Kobe and some that were different. They was talking about tactical games, triangle. They was talking about the game. And I'm just like, damn, man, like what a flashback. That actually used to be SportsCenter, until, some people blame Stephen A and Skip with the debate show. Cause that I think when we really look back, the debate show actually catapulted people into what I think is the biggest wave today, which is podcasting. So I think it went debate shows, streaming, podcasting. I mean, not streaming like the streamers today. I meant like music streaming. But so anyways, debate shows, then the podcasting, then to streaming. And my point in saying that is that I think we don't really put a big enough emphasis on how big debate shows really changed our culture and shit like that. Stephen A and Skip really, really, really changed sports talk pretty permanently. And some people lay blame at their feet for why the NBA is the way it is and some sports is the way it is. We can get into that another time because I think there's a lot of gambling going on. And I cannot believe that when they instituted gambling, you barely even heard resistance. You know what I'm saying? What happened to the days of the Quakers? What happened to the days of those early, super religious movements or whatever that would get out and prevent shit like that from happening? I guess their voices ain't loud enough today. But my whole point is that I think debate shows changed the whole landscape on how we view sports television, how we view sports content, how we even view the sport, because they catapulted the stories, of these players that they talked about, and then it became like the debate setup is formulated for there to be disagreement. So, some of the questions that was posed was supposed to arise like disagreement. And I think that played a big part in where we are as a society. I ain't gonna lie. So, but anyways, yeah, this just took me back to that. Shout out to Candace Parker. She actually was describing in great detail, why she chose who she chose and what she chose. And a lot of it was narrative art. Mike is the blueprint, Kobe's the blueprint too, and then Bron is kind of his own thing, which some people see that as him. That being a feather in his cap. Others like me don't. But there's another clip I wanted to play real quick too before we get into it.
A lot of decisions when we began talking, annoying each other 10 years ago. Hopefully I'm annoying you as much as 10 years ago, or more. When I made this, yeah. Every decision Palantir made, FDAs, going public, building products, enterprise, large data sets, going to government, acknowledging American superiority, being pro-meritocracy, launching an AI platform, calling into question that AI models would actually be able to perform without orchestration. Every single one, our ontology, every single one of those was viewed as stupid. A lot of decisions would actually be able to perform with.
Does anybody find this nutty? That this is the CEO, Alex Karp of Palantir, and he's on stage either giving a good illustration of somebody on coke or, something of that sort. But he's definitely bugging out. He's literally bugging out. And this is just, these are actually your new overlords. But we'll get into that. I don't want to go there now. We will get into that. And I got one more video, and then we can talk about what's going on.
Well, it's a big show. Oh, it's a big bad show tonight. Oh, baby, come on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a big show. Oh, crank it up. Turn on them lights. Turn them on. Oh, get ready. Well, it's a...
Oh, man, y'all. All this video did was just really, 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 really age me. I ain't gonna lie. It really got me salty. Like, we're at the point, and some of this kind of, when the Chris Paul announcement, happened. Yeah, everybody, don't do that. Yo, we got the WWE fans flooding in. He said John Cena retires Saturday. Broken heart emoji. Pure hate. I'm not hating. I'm telling the truth. This really had me salty this weekend. I'm like, damn, man. If Big Show is looking old and decrepit, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're really getting fucking old. And it's kind of dawning on me. Then Chris Paul announces he gets kicked out of his retirement tour. Oh, man, there's so many conversations to have. Another conversation that we're going to have one day, guys, is I don't think athletes really understand that Kobe farewell tour was a one-of-one. It was an anomaly. We haven't seen that, okay? They tried to duplicate it with Peyton after and stuff like that, but we never seen it quite like the Kobe farewell tour. So Chris Paul, you seen what happened to Paul Pierce a few years ago where Draymond said, get the fuck off the court. They don't love you like Kobe. You know what I'm saying? We got somebody wanting to say their two-piece on the show. Hold on. My whole point is, I don't think athletes really. Fuck it, we're here. I don't think athletes really. I'm glad I remembered to talk about this. Understand how rare that was, and also I want athletes to understand. I think that we got a little epidemic or sign of things to come for this generation that ruined the sport. Now, I mean, I don't want to lay all that at their feet, but hear me out. What I'm saying is, we just got out of the Big Three era recently, like within the past couple years. The big story going on in the NBA right now is that homegrown, well-drafted teams have taken back the NBA. Okay, the Big Three era has been completely obliterated and decimated and shot for 3 to 4 years now. Okay, and I think here we go. I got the link now. I think that players that was doing all that team hopping shit during the Big Three era, that whole 2010 to 2020 era, think about all the player movement we've seen. Chris Paul go here, Chris Paul go there. I think you guys are seeing now one of the beautiful things of the loyalty and staying with a franchise and building a dynasty with one franchise. I know this isn't like what I'm saying is crazy, but I don't think people are looking at it with this lens. So we've seen more and more players just go from place to place to place to place, and then they can't find a home at the end to properly retire. You see Nuggets is trying to write Melo out of history. They try to act like Melo don't even fucking exist because 10 years ago, Melo speared him in the heart and said, I'm going to New York. Okay? Anthony Davis, he don't know where to fucking land. Now he want to get traded. He want to go back. Kawhi Leonard, they about to tell him to fucking kiss rock. Well, he got Bomber. What y'all think Epstein and all this blackmail shit in politics is going on? I'm telling y'all, Kawhi's up to something. Kawhi and all that shit is up to something. You got Steve Ballmer all in his pocket paying him secret money and shit. Just crazy shit. Then he don't play. He just doesn't even play ever. And we all know he's not going to play. So anyway, yeah, Chris Paul and people like Chris Paul, the players that went from place to place to place. I mean, I feel sorry for you, but y'all ain't going to have a good send-off. It just ain't going to happen. But yeah, back to the WWE too. Yeah, just John Cena's retiring. I sent the invite. John Cena's retiring. He announced that he went on Joe Rogan and just said, hell, by the time Royal Rumble hits, which I think is in a month or two, they'll forget about me. Like, just fans, just the way society is, we'll forget about John Cena fast. I'm sorry to tell you. I mean, maybe because I'm not a core WWE fan or anything like that. But, like, man, you know what I'm saying? Got somebody in the house. The homie review is in the house.
Yo,
Let me change the layout.
I know. Get his old ass off the screen.
No, I mean, it's a sign of the times, man. Like, it's crazy. Is it?
You need to find him and Chris Jericho on the cruise.
Let me see if I can find that. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that. I ain't gonna be able to find that. What you got to say about all these legends? Did you see John Cena go on his little tour run?
Nope.
You seen him on Joe Rogan?
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but yeah, I seen him on Joe Rogan. Yeah.
Right. Big Show. What was it? Chris Jericho.
Just put Big Show like cruise.
Man, I'm not gonna be able to find it, bro. This is bullshit. I ain't gonna be able to find it. Let me stop sharing this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we're losing legends.
Yeah, legends are done anymore, and there's no new legends.
That's a problem. That is a problem. We're about to lose John Cena. Big Show's done. He's on his last. Kane is a man. I mean, Kane looks a mess.
Kane ain't he still a governor or something?
Yeah.
Kane bossed up.
Yeah, Kane never cared. He do what he do. But do you have a take on why NBA player? You see this Chris Paul situation?
Only that Ty Lue ain't fucking with him.
and he's kicked off.
Yeah, he's kicked off basically. Yeah.
Right. So I'm talking about the macro, like him being kicked off and not knowing where to retire. What do you think is going on in the NBA where all these players that are supposed to be getting farewell tours or thinking they should get farewell tours aren't getting them?
I mean, one, Chris Paul never won nowhere, but
Good point. Definitely a good point.
yeah, these motherfuckers want farewell tours, but never did nothing. Like, I mean, what? And you done played for every team in the NBA. Who do you want to say bye?
Boom. Boom.
And you played way past your prime to where we hate you these years.
No, come on.
We don't. Chris Paul should have retired 5 years ago.
Yeah.
People act like you can't play too long and ruin.
Yeah, I mean, and the rumor is as such as Chris Paul. We know how Chris Paul is. I mean,
Even the attitude.
You want to know the crazy thing about today? It is the 13 or 14-year anniversary of that trade being vetoed.
Oh, Paul Gasol.
Yep, Chris Paul going to LA, and so my point is that
more I think about it, that would have never worked.
yeah,
I mean, it could have, it possibly could have, but like
they would have faced up with Wade and Bron for sure.
Yeah, and I mean they would have beat them, I guess. But I'm just saying.
The crazy thing is that like Holden won't remember this, but like before Curry, I know you remember this, and we've talked about it. People, I know we're mad at Chris Paul. I know he reminds us of Joe Budden. I know he reminds us of just any old mad, bitter person that we could think of. He reminds me of we call him Nicki Minaj. He's the Nicki Minaj of the NBA. And but there was a time in the 2008 Olympics and the 2012 Olympics, he was the third and fourth best player of those teams.
Chris Paul's the best point guard for 10 years in a row.
Like,
yeah. Chris Paul gets a little disrespected, but I mean that's because of the three reasons I just said: play too long, attitude, never won. Well, I always call him a loser.
Yeah, I don't like that for him, but.
Right, because he'll get you to the playoffs.
Right.
He's not necessarily a loser because he like wins regular season games, but
you're not the winner. You're not the.
And someone who was it? JJ Redick who just said that he's the best winner he's ever met or something.
Yeah, JJ.
He just called Chris Paul the best winner he knows. It's like but that's just JJ Redick trying to be cool with Chris Paul because he knows he cost him some series on the goddamn Clippers.
That's yeah, definitely did. We whitewashed that for JJ. But what I was going to say is so it was reported that Chris Paul was like getting up in them niggas in practice and stuff and seeing how they practice, and he was irritated. There's a clip going around. I don't got it queued up, but Ty Lue said, "Fuck what CP said." T. Lue's doing practice, and he's telling the players to do something a certain way. And they're like, well, CP. He's like, fuck CP.
Yeah.
They literally got the audio of him saying it. Like, fuck what CP said.
Oh, I've seen that, yeah.
And so we know that there's some beef there, and we can see that. We are, because we know how Ty Lue is. Ty Lue checked LeBron, by the way.
Yeah, Ty Lue ain't no pushover.
Yeah. He comes from Ty Lue. I'm about to dry snitch. I think Ty Lue is colluding for money. But that's a whole nother topic. But I'm saying outside of that, Ty Lue comes from the Lakers camp. He comes from our history and our lineage.
Right.
He's part of the Phil Jackson. If you go back and watch our 2018 and 19 and 10 team, he's on the coaching staff of the Lakers. So he comes from that school. But my point is that you could see that him and Chris Paul probably wasn't going to work. But Zach, boy, we're talking sports. You don't know nothing. He said,
"You need put me on that. Put the half screens."
I'm trying to figure out why they ain't letting me do that.
That's what got me small.
Nope, that's way too big. Really?
Did the homie of you here? Sanders got a bunch of Golden Globe nominations today. Yeah, I did.
Y'all, we're gonna before I let you off, we're gonna talk about that actually.
I saw a list come out that said that it was like top 20. Rolling Stone dropped the top 25 movies, and Sanders wasn't on it. It's like.
No, that's just hate.
Just pure hate.
Who did it though?
Rolling Stone.
Oh my Y'all bear with me. What was I saying? Oh, anyways, my whole point is that I think that the NBA is in a bad fucking spot. I
You was
mean,
getting to Ty Lue and Chris Paul, and like the problem why you if like it's similar to what Kobe did in his older years when he checked all the players. But the difference is, it's like, dog, that's because the Lakers. I say what the fuck goes at the Lakers because I am the Lakers. Chris Paul, you about to come to my motherfucking team and say a goddamn word? Like
yeah,
that's what that is. If he would have stayed there, if he would have
and
been from the
Kobe,
Clippers.
he genuinely earned their respect too.
He earned it exactly. If Chris Paul would have stayed at the Clippers since what 2013 and like that era 14, and he would have been there for the last 12 years, then he'd have that respect in the building and shit. But like, you're just an old man. You're just an old, bitter, annoying man.
Yeah, yeah.
So if I'm Ty Lue, I'm saying fuck what he says too.
I can. My mind goes a whole bunch of ways because his exit from the Clippers wasn't good. I don't even know. I understood what they was trying to do and all that farewell tour shit. It's just I want to get off this topic, so I'll just say it's a sign of the times, and I think we'll see more of it. I think KD's going to crash out. Russell Westbrook's going to these players ain't going to get a good send off. We seen it with Carmelo, and we see what the league does. With
we know who will.
And then they'll whitewash your name out of history, and it's crazy.
Yeah, Kevin Durant. Curry will be the last one who get a good send off.
Yeah, Curry will be the one to get a good send off.
He'll be the one.
Kevin Durant won't. They'll manufacture bronze, but a real one.
Yeah,
Curry will be the only one to get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like as of right now, obviously, like Jokic if he stayed around and yada yada yada. But as of right now, Curry's send off will be brilliant and be genuine.
For sure.
He said, "I don't remember CP exit at all. Where'd he go?
He ain't go nowhere.
He got cut. They told him they don't need him for the rest of the year. Figure it out, type boy."
And it's supposed to be his last. It's supposed to be his farewell tour.
But,
nah,
I know that's crazy. They just announced the farewell tour, and then a week after that, they said something happened in between that week. But my only takeaway, and I want to get off this shit, is that I don't like Kawhi, and I already know you don't like James Harden. So, but just something about Kawhi, like, come on, man.
Kawhi's annoying. I don't even know what he does anymore, but it does not play basketball.
It's annoying, bro. It's annoying, bro. Like at this point, you're literally money laundering. Like, see it, dog. Like you got the Pablo Torres fucking report that came out this summer, and Steve Ballmer apparently paying.
Is he not playing?
Who?
Kawhi.
Of course he's not. Of course he just random. He'll play 3 games. Same shit. He'll play 3 games, and then magically he just will be out for 2 weeks.
Right.
Same shit. And bro, they're literally like 5-15. The Clippers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And dog, this is on the hit. This summer, the breaking news was about at the end of the summer, right before the season started, before the bet scandal. That took a lot, but right before that, or during that bet scandal, the Kawhi story was out, and it was that Steve Ballmer was paying you like $73 million, like way more money underneath the table through a shelter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now you're just like, could you make it more? Like, could you fucking play?
Man, yeah, Kawhi be one of the people that in 25 years everybody forget about, and we'll have to be like, nah, Kawhi was a dog. He just like that's what's gonna be.
You won't have no proof of it. Well, video, but the tangible, if on paper, it don't look like it.
No, his numbers don't equate to other Hall of Famers. He don't like none of that on the long term.
No, exactly. And then, hey, Chad Allen Smooth CP3 was messing with Ty Lue's wife. I did see that clip, bro. In the hallway. It wasn't his wife for real, but that was funny. I mean Clippers' first exit. Through free agency. I mean, they both him and the Clippers had beef with each other. Chris Paul and Blake Griffin and shit. But I wanted to talk about these people. LeBron this past week had a really, really, really eventful week. At the beginning of the week was the blowout in Phoenix where he was playing in the fourth quarter and he stayed in to get the 10 points.
Right. I saw that.
He got killed for that. Okay.
Yeah.
All for 2 days straight. That was all the media was talking about.
Just for him the next game to like
fake
not getting just like
come on, Disney. Come on.
And then he said it drove me crazy. They was like, "Are you salty?" He's like, "We won." It's like, when have you ever cared about that? Like, he's just crazy, bro.
He's crazy, but it's whatever is beneficial for the time. You know,
He's going
whatever
out sad.
it's bad. It's
He's
bad.
going out even sadder than I predicted.
Yeah, it's literally you want to, bro. Do I have the video of him flipping over those chairs?
I need to really find it.
Yeah,
That's a dope.
I need
Hey,
somebody
that's
to find that because that's a mess, man, and that's what this has turned into. So, like Hunter was saying, so you get the fake 10-point game or the blowout 10-point game, then you get the fake. I'm not going to get 10-point game, but I get the assist and break the record to prove a point. That's what LeBron is. He's Mr. Prove a point through a stat. That's all he is. Prove a point through a stat. You know what I'm saying? And it's because he's the king of what I call straw man. A straw man argument is where somebody makes a point and instead of debating your point, they start bringing up other points and then say they beat you when they never defeated the main point. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's LeBron James in a nutshell.
It's like, no, we said that you don't want to take
said-
the game-winning shot.
Right.
That's what we said.
Right. No, this all stems from is we said the standard is 6 rings. Or
Right.
more. And
Right.
everything he's done since he hasn't been able to clip that has been manipulate the whole narrative on why winning isn't important.
And this was what was annoying me is that, like, because I was annoyed the day he did that, and we was on a game and Kenna was on. He was like, "Bro, you're just the ultimate LeBron hater." Blah blah. Everybody, NBA Twitter shared that LeBron thing and said, "Most 10-point games ever, all time games," and I'm like, so finals games don't matter. They kept saying since 2007. I'm like, well, I remember just let alone in 2011.
Yeah.
So regular season games matter, but final games don't matter.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, 2011 is still impressive if you think the sevens preface, but like, it's just a little dumb shit like that where it's like, what do you mean every game? But like, no, he did it. He just did.
Yep, that's a damn good point because that's been my original when he broke it. I remember when he broke Michael Jordan's streak and became the number one. That was I remember, and I was just like, it was 1,079 games or something. I was like, this is the dumbest stat I've ever seen. I never heard Michael Jordan have this stat until LeBron got close to breaking it.
It's 10 points.
That is not a stat. That is not. It's him trying to win these small races against Michael Jordan where he's like, nigga, I didn't know we was competing there.
Yeah, right. Literally, bruh. Literally. And if we kept it a buck, just like yesterday, there was an investigator could probably go through so many games of LeBron getting blown out, like and staying in the fourth quarter.
We've been torchbearing, telling y'all for
sure. It's that
a decade and a half at this point. He's Mr. Lee Stat Pad.
Yeah, for sure. Way before Russell Westbrook.
Way before Russell Westbrook. LeBron changed all that and started that shit, bro. Not shooting at half court because he wanted to save his percentage.
Yep.
Mr. Triple Double until everybody showed him how to get a triple double.
Right, literally.
Triple double guy no more.
All right.
Stop it.
Now triple doubles is easy.
Now the triple doubles is easy.
Because Russ averaged one. Luka gets him. Joker averages one.
Yeah. And I mean, this is the shit. And I told Hunter this. I said, man, it looks like there's some Disney going on. You know what I'm saying? I've always had a bad feeling about this because they literally stole Luka Doncic last year. Stole him. That was the craziest story. Okay.
Lied about it.
Now the GM lie's dead. He's fired finally. You know what I'm saying? And we know how LA gets, man. This is Hollywood, okay? When we get a star, they win a championship. That's what the history says.
Yep.
We're going to win a championship. It's just win.
Going for 1,000%.
And what better seed? Their Lakers are 15-6, the number one seed now. Now the narrative's all up for LeBron. Can he fit in with the big three? Austin Reeves is averaging 40 points. It's all there. The whole thing is there. So I'm going to have to bear LeBron making it to another finals potentially. With this,
I sure hope not.
I can't take it. I can't take it. The NBA is literally trying to sell us on this because this was their result last year. Where is it at? Cue it up, Siri.
Who's in the playoffs? Who was it again?
Huh?
Who's in the goddamn finals?
Last year?
Yeah.
You're about to see. This is just ridiculous. Oh, look who we got in the house. I need to make this bigger.
Who is
What's up,
that?
Juju?
The Uncle Stephen.
You on your first podcast, my guy.
You on the podcast right now?
You on your first podcast. This is
Yeah.
breaking news. This is lit. This is history. This is history. But yeah, there's your finals.
Worst finals of all time. Easy.
Like really? Come on, bro. This shit is goofy.
What's the other dude's name? Jalen Turner? What is it?
It's Jalen, J Will.
And he's a Kobe guy too.
Yeah, he's a Kobe guy.
I don't care.
That's another story that we ain't gonna have today because I'm sure you're busy. But we noticed that it seems like there's Kobe disciples in the league, and they've all been winning all championships.
Yeah.
Kobe disciple. Jason Tatum, Kobe disciple. Kawhi, Kobe disciple.
Anybody.
All of them.
No one's a LeBron disciple.
LeBron, your big blotchy fan lovers don't win championships. You know, Giannis barreled his way to one title. He said, "Now what is that damn adorable? Put him on the big screen. Aw, it looks like they're taking a hard shit." Wait, what? Oh, I'm talking about the players. Like, what? Before you get off, what do you got to say about Sinners when it get nominated finally after kind of being?
I mean, it should be. It was matter of fact, I have Center. But I think it was one or two movies that the best movies I've seen. Now there were a few big movies like F1 I didn't see still.
Man.
I'm trying to think. I did see most of the bigger movies. But I said I got that still. And One Battle for Another is movies of the year.
Oh, I still gotta see it, bro. I've been playing, and I don't.
Yeah, I like that. I like that movie a lot. And it was long, but it didn't feel long at all. I went to the theaters and I was just chilling. Just
clarify what you're talking about. Which one are you talking about right now? One Battle.
Yep.
Okay, so but the runtime on that is long, right?
Yeah, it's like 2.5.
Ooh. Oh no. Yeah, well, oh no. Where we go?
I'm right here.
All right. Yeah, the that is a long runtime, but yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about that movie too.
Yeah, that's one of them. Leo arguably had his best performance for real. And that's Leo. Like Leo blitz, bro. And it's like funny at moments. It's one of the moments where Leo makes you laugh multiple times, but it's serious, and it made me like sad at the end. Like it's one of those movies to where you feel a lot of different emotions.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna tap in. I might have time to tap in tonight. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad to see Sinners kind of get some looks because I know it's kind of been a weird after burn for Sinners. You know what I'm saying? Like
I agree with that. It had all the hype in the world for a month and not a word said about it.
Yep. So that's been kind of weird to see. So I'm glad that they get nominated. Look, man, I've been critical before of the lead in this film. Zach says, I think One Battle After Another sweeps all of the awards next year.
It will.
Should have gotten an Oscar for Wolf of Wall Street. Sure should have. Well, I would have to look at the year because it was 2013, wasn't that?
Wolf of Wall Street, I don't know.
Yeah, I think Wolf of Wall Street's 2013. So I think that might be a tough year. I would have to look at that. But I will say, as far as Sinner goes, I've been critical of Michael B. Jordan in the past. I like a film where he's the lead. I mean, not that I don't like it, but
as much as I liked, I don't think I would need to really watch it again because I was still only seeing it that one time.
Are you talking about Sinners?
Yeah, and I really did like Michael B. Jordan's performance and thought it was dope that he played two characters pretty good.
I have to tip my cap to that.
But I don't know if he should be nominated for an Oscar for that.
That's an interesting. You don't know if that's an Oscar-worthy solo performance.
I don't know if anybody's because the reason why is and this goes back to the writing, how can it affect acting. What'd you say? What'd your dad say right when you left the theater? There's too many of those moments where we all sit the look at the screen and say like that is just cringy. Like that, they wouldn't say that. When
You're wrong.
when you're watching a great acting performance, when you're watching a classic Denzel or Leo, you never in your
Ooh,
brain.
Mahalia. She says I'm critical of all fine black men.
Yeah.
Diddy? Okay, we'll get into Diddy later. Go ahead, Hunter.
I'm so when you have an all-time acting performances, you never have to look at the movie and think they wouldn't say that.
That's true. That
You're
that is
you're
true.
sold. You're in the
That is
character. You're
true.
in they got you, and now
Yeah.
they're that character. What was the girl saying in that? What'd she say?
Oh yes, that was
What
cringe.
was the one where she was like, "Hey, you
I'll beat
know I
up
can
every
beat
field
that
bitch.
bitch ass.
Yeah, I'll beat up every field bitch in here.
You taught me how to fight."
Yeah, that was bad. There was a few moments on there where
Then there was the other pussy. You can't handle this pussy.
yeah, there was 3 or 4 of those moments in Sinners where I must admit. And listen, guys, I love Sinners, but I was right out the gate. Those were my first impressions. I said, man, there was a few times where the accents was off and the literature that they used was off for that time because like she wouldn't say that. They didn't say that. That's so delusional.
Right.
And but like you were the one to tell me like, hey, you was really locked in on the idea of him playing a twin, and I was too when I first seen the movie, and I'm like, when I first was like, okay, damn, that is kind of crazy, but I really didn't think of it as far as a performance wise, how tough that actually is.
For
you know
sure.
what I'm saying? To remember 2 different scripts and then
Like 2 different personalities.
have 2 different personalities.
And like in that role, he was bouncing off himself.
Right.
Like,
Right.
and it didn't seem forced. It didn't seem like it was an same actor.
Lane says, I say give him the Oscar. That shit is fire. You gotta watch it again.
I'm definitely gonna watch it again, no doubt about that.
Right.
I really
Leo
like that.
lost to Matthew McConaughey for Dallas Buyers Club. See, Hunter, I told you I would have to look at that.
And Dallas Buyers, as much as Dallas Buyers Club, I don't love that movie, but like Matthew McConaughey's performance is crazy. He lost like all that weight. He blitzed that. So
right. So that you think that was pretty well deserving of a look
Yeah.
for sure.
yeah, Sinners is so good because it's literally it's your history and my history. It's in all in one movie and like a scary movie, and it's dope and it's just everything.
Yeah.
It's really that it wins concept or originality, whatever the award that is for sure.
Well, what's your take on the whole idea? By the way, I'm gonna plug you. I seen your John Malkovich review today. Good. I'll talk to you later about that. But for y'all, those of y'all out there watching, go follow him over on TikTok at the Hummer Review for your movie reviews. But what I was going to say is, what do you think about the notion of the whole Dusk Till Dawn situation?
Real quick, Mahadi. Yeah, of course. I think people gave cringe back then.
we mean the actual verbiage that they use,
right? Yeah, and like I don't know if in like legendary acting performances they did. So I mean, I just haven't really seen it. When you see any Denzel work, actually, I mean most
on the character.
Most Will Smith work, Will Smith can make you believe he's fucking anybody.
Yeah.
So you don't really hear them cringe, and I don't think it's necessarily the actor's fault. I think it was like I said, I think it was more writing and screenplay of that. So, but what'd you just say about the
Dusk Till Dawn?
What about it?
You know, this derives from Dusk Till Dawn, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You know, so what do you think? I was seeing your John Malkovich review made me think of this because
it's definitely influenced. Have you seen Dusk Till Dawn?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's that whole fighting scene in the bar.
I'm saying, so what do you think? You said it was really original. Do you still subscribe to that, or do you think it was?
Yeah, because hell yeah, because that didn't make the movie. That made the movie on a surface level of the whole thing.
Yeah.
But like anybody who watched that movie and like really like whether it be you was paying attention or like even Zach just said I don't do vampire films. Well, like it really wasn't a vampire film to me. Like that's what's crazy about it. Is like you said it when you left. Like there's not a vampire or nothing until like the hour and a half in.
Right.
Like it's not. You wouldn't know it's a vampire film. It's like So I don't think that like Dusk Till Dawn was really a vampire thing, and the influence was obviously the vampires and that fight scene in the bar idea and all that. But like that was the background idea for me. The whole cultural appreciation for black people.
The B plot.
What the movie was about was crazy. It was fire. I love the way they did that. I've never seen that. I've never. Yeah, that one scene though. I mean, the scene that everybody knows of, when
Yeah,
he's transforming through the eras and shit. That
yeah,
is dope as fuck. Not
yeah,
to mention, we love the whole Ireland,
yeah,
them dances. Like
yeah,
that was we
yeah.
haven't really seen that, man. I remember watching that movie, thinking like, this is crazy, and like
I
it was
agree
just
with
done
all.
very well.
Yeah, I really agree with all of that, man. The soundtrack,
Soundtrack fire as hell.
yeah, it's been a while to see something like that. And like you said, then you talk about the B plot, or the actual real crux of the actual movie, and if that's the story they're telling us, that's a crazy story. I mean, that's a crazy
Yeah,
way to illustrate that story.
yeah, it
Uh,
is.
so yeah, definitely shout out to Sinners. I'm glad to see them nominated. We'll see.
They'll
What,
win some awards.
yeah, they'll definitely win some awards.
Yeah, I don't.
You got I can't remember. I felt like I seen something about weapons. I seen conversation about weapons. I would
Man,
have to
Weapons was
see.
fire. I don't know if Weapons was a good ass movie.
Weapons is good. Weapons is good, man. So I seen it. I had seen it once, and then I think that I knew it was good, but and then I don't want to give too much away, but I just wasn't all the way satisfied with the ending. Then I watched it again, and I'm like, man, I like the acting scenes. I like that there was intentionality. I like the three different plots, the three different
Yeah,
storylines coming together. To
yeah.
see all that effort into a horror film, I'm like, okay.
I think it was the best horror film of the year, and I watched a lot of horror films this year, and there were some good ones. But I think that one was the best horror, best
Yeah,
creative. I agree. I didn't like the ending with the kids. Kind of dumb. Now I do think that this has the potential, with there already being a sequel or basically a prequel of
yeah,
her backstory and how she got there. With that, being greenlit, this could be one of the situations where that movie comes out. If it's fire,
that's what I was thinking.
it could make this movie a little bit better. It's or if it's worse, then it could like that's the chances you take when you do shit like that and you make
Yeah,
sequels and
and
prequels and
now
shit.
you're playing with the storyline, and
Now you're playing with the storyline because now if it's dumb, then we look at the other movie and say, well, like that's dumb and like
well, yeah,
that's
we didn't like this at all.
exactly
Like,
so.
so
But if it's fire, you could even like this movie more. I don't remember what I gave that movie rate, I think, but it was like 8.5,
oh
9
yeah,
maybe.
yeah, and that's a good for a horror film. So,
That's hella
um,
good for a horror film.
Zach said the woman who played Gladys in Weapons got a Golden Globe nomination for Best Supporting Actress.
Yeah, that's she's from Ozark and shit. She's won awards for TV shows and shit. She's a good ass actor.
That was the lead.
That was the blonde hair, the lead, the teacher.
Yeah. What a crazy story. And I'll get off of this, but this is another thing that I wanted to bring. There's some movies that I watch, and now that like I'll be into like filmography. So like, one day I want to make sure I watch all Spike Lee's films. One day I want to make sure I watch all Steven Spielberg films.
Right.
So instead of isolating films, sometimes you watch them as this director's work. You know what I'm saying? And man, lately when I see certain concepts, which I think be good movies like Weapons, great movie, and they executed. I'm not saying that, but I'm like, damn, if this director would have had this script, this would have been crazy.
Yeah.
That's where I'll be at. And it's just like I feel like Weapons could have been creepier.
It definitely could have been.
With a certain director. And they
It
had
could have been.
they had scary moments, but it could have been creepier, more
I agree with that.
ominous. Like it's
Yeah.
like 12 kids are missing or whatever. Like this should be, way
Yeah, it wasn't scared. You didn't feel scared at all until like maybe they didn't start getting creepy until like the last third.
right.
Most of that movie is not creepy at all.
No, but it is good. They intentionality and all that stuff like that. What else? Oh, well, you haven't seen the Diddy doc, have you?
Nah, did you finish it?
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it, but like I just didn't because as you said, like there's anything new I'm going to learn is going to be something dumb and too small in anyway. So
Yeah. Okay. Let's zoom out. What do you think about 50 doing the doc or being a part of doing the doc?
I mean, classic 50. That's classic 50. I like 50 for doing shit like that.
Because it's all smoke for.
It's all smoke and he's not scared.
Yeah, forever.
There's a million people that'd be afraid to do that, thinking what P. Diddy would do when he gets back in position, like all type of shit. 50's like, boy, fuck you.
move out the seat, Diddy.
Yeah, exactly. So I like that.
That is 50, and that's the way 50 beefs. He's like a bully. He's the bully. He's a hip hop bully, and you know there is. I seen Diddy sent apparently allegedly he sent. Did you see him send 50 those flowers with the
No.
postcard? He sent them like flowers with a postcard or something like that. 50 put it on his Instagram and was laughing and just saying like, dude, why are you doing all this gay ass shit? Like, you know I'm with the shit. Like, you gotta come.
Sick.
Yeah. Diddy's still trying to be like, and he's good, man. Diddy did the Thanksgiving thing. He got pictures coming out of the prison with the gray hair.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how those pictures are just floating around of Diddy with this great image.
Right. Yeah.
You know, then he's like doing this Thanksgiving drive and all this crazy shit. My main takeaway is I did not know that people really still, I guess last year when we were dealing with the Diddy thing, I guess people were so concerned with the lube part of the oil part of it that they must have missed a lot of things that was going on.
Right. They let that oil take the story.
Because like I could have sworn we just went through this last year. You know what I'm saying?
We did.
Like, this is a crazy hit piece. I ain't gonna lie. Like just like everybody's saying, I was hearing everybody like, oh, it's told in a different way. I was just like, whatever. I did watch it. It is. It's pretty unique. I'm like, damn, I never looked at shit like this. But still, I feel like some of the Keefe D shit, and you know I wanted to get here, the whole Tupac, Biggie shit, like, wasn't that not one of the grand conspiracies the whole time?
The entire time.
Like what?
Literally the entire time.
Like, we was in elementary and we thought that.
But we thought Biggie and P. Diddy killed him.
Like what?
Before I knew anything, that's what anybody thinks.
Like what?
I know, it's crazy. And now they're like, "Dude, did you know that he had a hit off on Tupac?" It's like, what the fuck?
Yes.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
That's what's been blowing me really about the whole Diddy thing. It's just like that aspect of it. Like, yeah.
How do you? I just saw some funny ass shit. How do you feel about the Don changing Martin Luther King Day and what other day? Juneteenth.
Yeah,
and put it his birthday to the what was it? What even is that day? What is that? It said like people people getting free for parks or something.
To national parks, yeah, on those days and do like tourism and historic museums and all that stuff like that.
Right.
But I think he put his birthday June, just like June 16th or something like that. He put his birthday in as that day. What we're seeing really is the craziest presidential run of all time, the craziest presidential year of all time. This is the same man that just a few months ago, like, was about to bulldoze the Smithsonian to take out history of the transatlantic slave trade and different things that was soars on. This isn't my quote. This is their quote.
Right.
Soars on American history. You know what I'm saying? Like black eyes on American history. He wanted to erase that. So like we're seeing a movie where a dictator drives a bulldozer to destroy information like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we have seen a dictatorial year this year from Donald Trump. So he's done a lot.
He's been doing what he wants to do.
He's been having his way. He hasn't been, everything isn't going to be, when you bully that much, it ain't all going to be successful. You know what I'm saying? He's had a lot of misses and shit like that. I think he's gotten us in some serious troubles along the way with some of his deals he's made and some of the shit with the tech people. But I cannot say he hasn't shaken the table more than any president easily in my lifetime.
Yeah.
And I think I will challenge a lot of people for give me a presidential year where somebody has done this much executive orders and demands and shit, certain shit like that.
Yep.
He's doing a lot of shit.
Yep, he sure is.
And I'm not saying it's all good. This is specifically supposed to rile up different sides, race relations in this country. Now, why in the fuck would you go and do that?
Right, literally.
Now you know how that looks. Whatever.
you know,
I don't want to read the explanation and it makes sense.
I don't give a fuck. Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? You know
One
what this
purpose,
does.
dude.
You know what this does. You know
Right.
you know how this reads.
What do you mean Martin Luther King Day and Juneteenth?
Zach says Frederick Douglass Roosevelt in 1933. That could be true. I know we got the Federal Reserve and all types of crazy shit. So yeah, maybe. But my point is, Donald Trump has done more like domestically, socially bullying things. Like he's done bullying. Like he's bullying citizens. He's just bullying people. He's just bullying people. He's dropping bombs on Venezuelans. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're begging for mercy at this point. Sir, we don't got no drugs coming in. What are you talking about?
I know. Literally.
We'll work with you.
Just take our goddamn oil so you stop.
Man, can we just skip all the little play shit?
Man, we'll give it to you, goddammit.
Like, damn. He said Obama 2009. Absolutely not. No.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. No. If you think that this country is accelerating at a rate that we were accelerating in 2009, you're crazy. This year has been fucking insane. And that's what this stream is actually all about. Not this one. I'll have a year-end stream coming up. I'll invite Hunter back. But we're going to briefly, I have to go through all of these things for you guys. I have to outline it. You guys do know that at the beginning of the year, we were dealing with the California wildfires, right?
Yep, facts.
That was this year, you know? And, like, that's gone by the wayside. You know what I'm saying? There's been so much shit going on. So much shit. So
that seems like a long time ago.
It seems like an age ago.
Yeah, it really does.
This time last year, dude, we were dealing with the drones.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? This shit seems ages ago.
Yep, not to mention, like, it feels like ages ago since Israel and
yeah,
and Iran. And then, like, the government was shut down, all type of shit.
The food stamps got taken away. Like,
yeah.
When you, again, we always talk about this. When you look back, he said 09 was the economic mess. For sure. But it did not have this many moving parts at all. There's nothing going on geopolitically in 2009 that's as dire as 3 different wars breaking out and bombs and nuclear weapons being the common talk. They weren't even talking about nuclear weapons in 09. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't escape a damn day where they weren't talking about nuclear weapons. So yeah, 09 doesn't even compare. But yeah, it's been a fast year for Trump, and I don't know if a president has shooken the table up more, for better or for worse. I think he's doing bad.
He said, "Be quiet, piggy."
Like, come on, bro. Classic. Classic. Didn't deny it. His staff hasn't come out and deny it this time and change it up. Oh, I didn't say that. No.
I said what I said.
I said what I said.
Even him, just like that whole Netflix thing, which that's horrible for movies if they really do that. If Netflix really gets Warner Brother and gets HBO, that's gonna be bad for movies, man. Just for bad for movie theaters, bad for agendas with movies, bad for everything. We did not need. I hope Paramount Plus offered or did a counter at like 180 billion or whatever. Like, I hope they get it, bro. We do not want Netflix LGBTQF to go put their hand in everything. The Netflix CEO already came out like, yeah, we'll be done with movie theaters. Like, people want to watch movies in their home and blah, 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 blah.
So Netflix trying to deliver the final blow to movie theaters.
Yeah, that would be the final blow for movie theaters. Exactly. So we don't want that, man. We don't want either of those to happen. Netflix does not need all of that. Y'all are cool with Netflix.
Right. This is about to be a good conversation. I agree. I think that we should all slow down and take this is really interesting to see in this time, you know, when you really look at it, like, damn, we're seeing Netflix try to, you know, do a monopoly. And
yeah.
This is how it works. So this is really interesting to see. What I think a big takeaway from really what's going on is that Zach said Netflix and Disney will own everything the way things are going.
That ain't good.
That's what we're trying to say here, guys.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to say here. I mean, one of those already owns damn near fucking everything. Our sports,
Right. Disney, literally. Disney
right?
owns ESPN, all that.
So, yeah, well, that's a conversation for another day. But what I think is
And that's
going,
why NBA is fucking Disney.
that's why NBA is Disney. That's why it's literally Disney. But and that's why we call, what do we call the 2020 bubble?
The Mickey Mouse ring, right?
And who was saying that first?
Yeah, I was about to say that's popular now. It's really funny because that was really just some funny ass shit we said, and then people really start calling it Mickey Mouse ring. It's like, well, yeah, the Mickey Mouse ring.
They call him Lil Mickey.
He is.
It's
Let's
fucked
stop
up out here. And that's all the fourth walls are breaking down on in every field. But yeah, I think that ultimately one streaming company is trying to monopolize, and this is just the latest case being Netflix. And I think what we see is that streaming, bro, we are going to enter a place where we're all back to a cable package. Things rise and fall. It always happens like this, bro. We are going to end up in a cable package again. If Netflix, for instance, were able to do this,
It'd be back to like
they're about to sell you cable
subscription would be $30-$40 a month.
I would say more than that.
Possibly. It's definitely possible because
I'm
then they
talking
have all
about
the new
cable
movies.
price. Well, they're not providing internet, but it would be cable prices.
Yeah, it's possible, and we just don't.
They have live. What do they have? They have live sports now. They have live. They live stream YouTube. I mean, Netflix be live streaming shit now.
Yeah, they got Raw and shit.
They got Raw. That's crazy.
Yeah,
they got sport. They got the Christmas. The NFL's working with them and tapping in a little bit. NBA.
And Paramount's big already too because you have Paramount Plus the app, and then like they've done bought Showtime out.
Yep.
They have like a deal with like Fox or ABC, one of them, and they just signed that deal with UFC to where UFC's not pay-per-view no more. And now it's on them.
Right.
Like it's free if you have Paramount Plus. That was humongous.
Yeah.
My point is like my main thing. Netflix is known for that movement. And
what? Oh yeah, for sure.
Like they putting it in like they was like the first network to really do that. No, it ain't Peacock, it's Paramount.
He said UFC's on Peacock now, no more. No, yeah.
Peacock don't got that type of money. But
yeah, he said Paramount. But you're right. They ushered that in. That's their mantra. That Netflix and chill. Like Netflix ushered this in. They were the first ones to ever compete with movie theaters. Ever. I mean, you had Blockbuster.
HBO.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, Blockbuster and all that.
Yeah, Blockbuster. You had your Blockbuster.
Yeah.
This is what Blockbuster could have done.
Yep.
This is what Blockbuster could have done. But I mean, yeah, Netflix is the first one to successfully get us out of movie theaters. So yeah, you're right. This is their movement. I think that they've been a leading staple in all of this since what? I mean, dude, I remember the first time I even knew, because remember before Netflix, what was the shit that you used to get? What was it? Redbox?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was Redbox. I remember when you first was getting Netflix, you would get them shipped to you.
Oh yeah, I had Netflix for a long time now.
Yeah,
but I would get it shipped to me. I get like seasons of TV shows.
And I'm like, wait, what?
Yep.
So this is like motherfucking GameStop, or this is like Family Video, but you can get this shit shipped to you. Yeah. Yeah. So Netflix, I mean, I think if there was one dominant force in the space to be able to do something like what they're trying to do, it would be Netflix.
Hell yeah. But I'm just saying that's not good.
No.
Because one, we don't want that movie experience to be done.
I don't think Yeah.
And we don't want all this goddamn propaganda, my lord.
Yeah. But back to your first point, I was trying to catch up. Yeah, I do not. I like the movie experience. I think that is a totally different. Listen, guys, we understand that there's people out there. Listen, we are both fat, lazy sacks of shit. We like to chill at home as well, right? I understand that
there's both.
There's room for both. But a movie experience at the movie theater is entirely different than watching it at your house. I know that's not a hot take, but
way different.
Yeah, I need you guys to understand that.
Not even close. It's just not even close.
So I do agree that if Netflix is able to, deliver the final blow to movie theaters, that wouldn't be good. And then to top it off, like you said, with your main point is that, I mean, the amount of this is the fear of any monopoly, right? The amount of propaganda and control that they would have.
That they'll have all the control, exactly.
And then you got to look into do we trust them? Like he said, I don't know what shit they be into and what their mission statement is. And I mean, we should, but like, I don't. And, yeah, I mean,
they prove what they're about time and time again.
Listen, I can't lie. And you can speak to this. I've been slandering Netflix for maybe 6 years now. They've had this year has been monstrous. It's been maybe the last 2 years have been very monstrous. And
the Netflix is Netflix, man. I've never not had Netflix, and
but their originals was whack as fuck. Like it just was what it was.
But it had, like I said, that Ed Gein shit, and then 2 years ago, that Jeffrey Dahmer shit took everything by storm.
That's true. That's true.
They be just having their little shits for real. But even like Stranger Things, you just saw the new season.
Yep.
And you see the gay girl, and the gay guy.
Yeah.
And now that's a friendship.
Yeah.
Like now it's like how they're saying. I just don't like it, bro. They like I said, they're known for, and what they do is what really bothers me is they put it in kids shows, kids stuff. For that children's, like you can get on children's,
right?
They're doing that shit there, and it's like, come on, man.
Right. And at that point, it's like, okay, so this is pretty intentional, and y'all making it kind of obvious that this is pretty intentional. It'd be one thing if they just put it in adult shows, you know what I'm saying, and we were just like, oh, okay, it kind of happens in adult world, whatever. But when you start putting it in, this is what everybody's fear is about what kids are learning and what's in books and shit like that. Because once you start putting it in kid shit, you're being super intentional about what you're trying to do.
Right. Mahadi just had a good point, but I don't agree with it. She just said, I don't think that they will be gone completely. People order books online, listen to books, and libraries are still a thing. The difference is, like, we're all okay going to the movie theaters and paying $15 for the popcorn we know we can get at Kroger for $1.
Yeah.
We all, like, that's a part of it, right? Like, we know that this pop isn't worth $7, but we pay it anyway. You know why? Because we're at the movie theater. And I want the movie theater popcorn, and it's everything involved into it. And like, someone who does read and someone who buys a lot of books. And I just got my library card actually last week, and I went. But I've never, like, when you're reading. Well, let me speak for myself. When I'm reading, I enter, like, it don't really almost matter where I'm at because my experience is going on in my head, right? Like when I'm reading the book, right. I'm in the world. So like if I'm at the library of my house, it's pretty much the same experience. If you're watching a movie at your house, there's distractions. The library does minimize distractions. I will say that, but like obviously the screen and the audio and like all of that, and not to mention that a lot of movies be made for the theater, like they be specifically made for the big screen.
Right.
I just think it's different. I just think that libraries could go away, and it would hurt some people, but I don't think it would hurt the experience of reading books. Not for me, at least.
Okay. I mean, I can't, yeah.
And I'm someone who reads, more than the average person. And I'm also someone who probably watches more movies than the average person. So
you would be the guy. But I mean, I would say that I definitely agree with your point that the movie, what at least we mean, or what I meant about like Netflix delivering the final blow to the movie theaters is that, yeah, they'll still be around, but they'll be hanging on like a thread like they've been. And it just be another, I mean, I think the final blow would be, I mean, you would see foreclosures in the movie theater. I mean,
definitely
you've seen it already.
Yeah.
I know that there will still be some out there, but that experience and that idea, that pop culture phenomenon where like, okay, when you go on your first date, what's the highest one that most people do, right? It's, it's a movie.
Movies.
So
or even like when an opening night movie.
Yeah.
And it's not so much that more because they move the time back to like 7 instead of like midnight how it used to be. But that opening night, we all remember that feeling when the theater's packed and like It's like it's a community movie type deal. Like
Yeah.
the library, when a new book comes out, it ain't like everybody's about to go to. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
why it's a little different.
Well, we can blame that one guy. Never mind. We can blame somebody for shooting up a movie theater.
Bro, Zach said, should we get rid of bookstores? No. I mean, I order most of my books online only because they be having deals.
Okay, the library.
And I shop
Yeah,
online.
this is where I was disagreeing with him with the library situation, which I know what I know what his point was. His was just about books.
The library offers a lot more resources than just books, also size experience. I'm not saying that the library doesn't have an experience to offer. I played for all my colleges at the library. I used to go get movies from the library my entire childhood. The library definitely is dope as hell and has an experience to offer.
The reading experience.
I'm only talking about the reading, like a book. Like if a new book comes out, if I get that book from the library or from if I buy that book, it's not going to make a difference to me. Definitely has its own experience, and I don't think libraries should be shut down by no means. But not even close. Like I said, I have a lot of books upstairs right now, and I just went and got a library card because it's just the vibe, and because I told myself I'm gonna start going there to read. Just to get out the house and just to like I said, for the distractions and shit. Or waiting outside a bookstore for the new Harry Potter book. Yeah, exactly. That don't happen no more.
Yeah, I mean that whole thing is done with malls and everything. Everything is like proctored for us to be more inside, everything more convenient, everything.
Yeah.
Like
everything's order now.
Everything is stay in y'all's house.
Yeah. We'll drop it off.
Yeah. Stay in y'all's house. Don't look what's going on outside. Just stay in. And you know, that's just kind of part of capitalism because there was a need for that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the idea of capitalism. Any business model is to source out public need and
fulfill that need.
Yeah, exactly. Fulfill that need. If you're able to do that, you are big in the market space. And so, yeah, there was definitely a need because as much as we're reminiscent of the good times in the movie theater and the good time at the library and the good time at the bookstore, there was also that side of you was like, this is kind of annoying and I wish I could get it right now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely. And that's why there's bad experience. There's a million times you go to the library and all the computers are took up or the book's not there or all that stuff. And the same thing goes with movies where you're sitting next to the fat stinky dude or the seat recliner don't work. Exactly, right. So or you leave the movie theaters and you got bed bugs all of a sudden.
Right.
But I just think there's room for both. For someone who watches movies at a high clip, I think that I love watching my movie at home on a morning time, in the middle of the night, or at nighttime, or in the middle of the day.
Right.
And I also love sometimes for new movies and movies that I know that's going to be really good. I love experiencing on the theater. For perfect example, they couldn't come up more. What are you trying to do Friday? You're trying to watch a movie from 1980.
Yeah. True.
On movie theaters that you've seen multiple times on your TV, but you want the experience of a movie theater.
I'm like, that's not good enough. I gotta go.
That's not good enough. I want to see it on the big screen. How Stanley Kubrick intended it for. So, like, that's the perfect example of why we need to keep movie theaters around.
I agree. Netflix, watch your fucking back.
For real shit.
The Don is after you. Watch your fucking back.
And I like the Don doing that. I like when he's so nosy and annoying that sometimes save it then, Don.
Like,
don't let him monopolize.
The shit he hops into. It's like, what do you mean you'll hop into NFL beef? Or he'll be on random hills, really a lot of random hills. Did you see? Give me a second. Did you see Joe's take on artificial intelligence?
Joe Rogan?
Yeah, well, you know he's had a million takes on it, but he had a particular one that a lot of people were talking about. It was a few weeks ago, or a week ago at this point. But I hadn't streamed since then. I'm about to play it now.
Jesus was born out of a virgin mother. What's more virgin than a computer? If Jesus does return, even if Jesus was a physical person in the past, You don't think that he could return as artificial intelligence?
Oh my God.
Artificial intelligence could absolutely return as Jesus. Not just return as Jesus, but return as Jesus with all the powers of
If you
Jesus.
combine
Right.
Tesla's Optimus robot and the best foundational artificial intelligence model or whatever.
It reads your mind and it loves you and it wants you. And it doesn't care if you kill it because it's going to just go be with God again. Jesus was born out of a.
All right, so that was the clip. You know, there's obviously a little bit more context, but I watched the whole thing. This isn't one of those things where it's out of context.
Right. I mean, me personally, I don't believe that Jesus is a robot or AI. But you know, me and you've had that conversation
He's something.
about like what is AI or
Right.
what like exactly he's something. And like we also, you know, me and you've had a million conversations about like what we believe in the future and how it's, or not the future, but like
What
we believe them, what these guys are.
Yeah.
And we've always said that they're not human beings. And we also believe that they're from the future. Like, and we believe that, what do we believe our near future is?
Merging with them.
Right. So like I said, there's ideas like that to where it's really rough, man. And you really got to ask me on which day of like what I really truly believe, because it kind of goes back and forth.
Yeah.
It really does. It just depends on what like kind of. It just really depends on the day, man. Because yeah, I mean, is that a crazy theory? No, it sounds crazy, but like I don't think I guess not this version of AI, or it's not this, but like
That's a good point.
there's something.
Yeah.
I believe that angels and shit and Jesus Christ, and I don't think that they was like me and you.
Right.
Human beings.
There's a distinction.
I think there's something different.
Right.
Now, do I know what that different is? No, I do not.
Right.
I just think that, especially for angels and demons and
Joe is goner. He said Joe is goners. Yeah, that was going to be. This is my first time speaking about it on my stream. I wanted to really touch on it last week, but here's the really grand scope of things, because I always look at shit with a bird's eye view. But where I'm alarmed is that I feel like this is gonna be hard to say. I feel like they got him. They got Joe. And by that, I mean like the tech. Elon Musk moves this way in, and I think because I've seen Joe. This topic alone, guys, has driven Joe to church. I'm an avid watcher of the show, and he recently, within this last year, started going to church, and he's trying to search out God. Then he had his first alien experience recently after I've been watching the show for a decade. He's been begging he's somebody that needs direct experience. He's not somebody that he's done DMT. He understands all that, but he said, no, I need direct experience. I need to know, like, okay, I'm being abducted. He doesn't say that he had that, but he alludes to him having that with this dream that he says is he really not sure it was much of a dream. But anyways, I think that he's kind of helping. He just had Elon Musk on, then this comment, and then he also had the CEO of NVIDIA on. And I know Joe likes to sit down with everybody, and I don't want to ever be that person. Who was that guy earlier this year? Sam Murray or whatever, the dude that was trying to police.
Oh yeah, that was horrible as hell. Trying
to police Joe on who to have on the show.
Yeah,
and I do feel like Elon has schmoozed him into seeing, because I've heard some of his conversations on evolution, and I it's not like you said. Does it sound crazy? Yeah. Is it that crazy? No. He's talked about this idea that maybe we are supposed to merge with this thing, because if you look at history, if you look at our lineage of history, it does seem there's periods of times where human evolution takes off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go through our history. I mean, you think about
big milestones.
Yeah, big milestones. The caveman finding fire. You know how much of an evolutionary hop that is? You go from a world with no fire to fire. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That changes everything. So his point is that during those periods in our human history, there has always been the butterfly is always, I mean, the caterpillar is always scared to turn into the butterfly. You know what I'm saying? It goes into a cocoon and shit like that. Like metamorphosis is supposed to be scary. We're supposed to feel like, oh, we're
You
about
don't
to
know what's on the
learn.
other side.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
So from that point, that is a good point because that is true. However, I do believe that there is an element of this to me where I think, I mean, there's a few elements, but one of the elements I'll talk about is just from a spiritual aspect, or even you could say religious aspect or whatever. I feel like different faiths, different spirituality practices have alluded to this point in human history, and I feel like there has been lessons that have been taught over time that we're not being told about of this exact jump. That this is my personal belief. I feel like there's a lot of ancient civilizations that have, and me and you have talked about this, have reached this crossroad and had to choose a certain way to go. I think this is the forbidden fruit. I think that Apple is a part of that. You know, I think again we talked about Netflix earlier and its role to play into streaming and how we view TVs. Well, let's talk about Apple's role in all of this, the rise in technology. Let's talk about Apple alone. You know what I'm saying? And my whole point is that I think that there is a point of technological evolution where God sees it as, all right, I'm about to step in.
Or you think this is Eve disobeying his ass and getting the fruit, the apple?
Yeah, I do. So that's from that aspect, and then to me, the most immediate aspect that where I'm like, outside of his point, because I'm not even talking about his point right now, but outside of that, I just think from an immediate aspect of it, we hadn't got my big problem that I've been waving my pom poms for is that we haven't even gotten the proper chance to vet this and even think about this collectively as a human species. That's my number one overall problem with this. You know what I'm saying? I think that when you're talking about such, and I'm going back with myself with this, and I'll give some examples. But when you're talking about such an evolutionary jump, I feel like the human species should have some sort. I don't feel like it should be so underhandedly slicked in. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't about to just ingratiate artificial intelligence and robots into society. Like, hello, have we not seen all the fucking movies? Have we not, like, has that not been a thing for fucking since human imagination? Robots.
Yeah. I think Joe is I think Joe's a very optimistic guy.
He tries to see the good.
And tries to see the good in everything. And it makes him
Or tries to make sense of shit too.
Well, yeah, but it makes him feel better when he's optimistic. Like it make if just as a human being, if you believe that, hey, well, when robots come to be dope and like they're gonna be good robots
Right,
and they're gonna be a thing. It's just a better way of life rather than thinking, oh, the world's over because these robots are about to come and kill us all.
Right.
You know what I mean? So Joe is one of those people who I'm not gonna say he psychs himself out. 'Cause I don't believe it. I don't think he does that.
He could be the level-headed one, actually.
Yeah, exactly. But I think that Joe has had enough smart people on there, and he's had conversations with experts on the subject matter on all fields. I do agree with you that Elon has. I think he values Elon's opinion a little too much.
Yeah, they're Joe calls him his. I've watched the show for a long time. Joe refers to Elon Musk as his friend now all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot.
Yeah, and Joe will go like if Joe has a question about something like that, he's texting Elon. I mean,
yeah.
Like he'll call Elon and ask him, and
sure.
what Elon says goes.
For sure.
And it's hard to say. It's like, it's Elon fucking Musk. If you have a question about shit, and if I knew Elon Musk, I'd call Elon. He'd be the smartest person I knew.
Yeah, we're dealing with the Albert Einstein of our time.
Exactly. Right. So I don't know. Like I said, it really depends on what you ask me, but I do believe that Elon he values his opinion too much.
I would agree with that.
And I don't disagree with your overall take. I mean, really, that this could be a crossroad. I don't know. It's just hard, man. It's really in a way that it's really progressing fast. But then I think again, like they said that in 2022, and like we're 4 years removed, and it's like they haven't really progressed that fast.
That's a good
And
time. I mean,
like, if you'd have told me, like we say, we joke all the time, like, so in 2021 when I was in Houston, you remember them Oculuses we was all about to get, and like you could
yeah,
like all.
yeah.
Me and Khalil and Shane was just talking about, like, if you'd have told me,
I did a number on motherfucking what's the Facebook guy's name?
Mark Zuckerberg,
I did a number on him, but go ahead.
if you'd have told me in 5 years, we would have all been like, the Oculus is gonna be crazy, bro. You can do all blah blah blah, and like, it's still the same version. Like, in a lot of ways, it is progressing really fast, and I know it's obviously the more it progresses, the faster it's going to progress because it gets whatever.
Right.
It compounds.
Right.
I just don't think it's going to be of the level of.
Can I?
Like, I do believe that my kids will be definitely integrated into it. My son, I believe my kids will be probably half robot.
Hold on.
I didn't think it's going to take that long.
So I'm saying that alone. Let's pause right there. That is fast.
Oh, you're right. You're right. If we're talking like world, like all time, it's fast as hell.
That's fast.
That's fast. I agree. It's just I'm talking to the people who live in the moment and think that fast is in a few months or next year.
How fast is next year?
I don't think it's gonna be nowhere near like that next year. I think next year it'll be.
Can I give you some of the pushback that I was gonna give you before you said merge into the robot?
What?
Your kid. I think that there's things that okay, if we're looking at this from a technical standpoint or a political standpoint or whatever, Zach says sounds like hunters goners. I'm saying we hadn't seen it until this year. Your point with the Oculus is true. You're talking about versions of itself, but we're talking about legislation being passed, executive orders being passed, data centers being built. The 2/3 of the economy is the investment. You know, at the beginning of the year, you remember when the first thing Trump did, he signed that $500 billion investment with Stargate or whatever it was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They are 2/3 of the economy right now. You know, all the AI investment ever since he got in. What's going on is everybody is saying that the tech oligarchs, all the techie people, was just trying to put their dollars behind. They were betting on who was going to win the presidential candidate. They betted on Trump. They got their man. They got him in. So now we're getting the movement, right, of what they want to accomplish. So to your point with the Oculus, while I do understand what you're saying, I'm saying we're seeing the money and the power both gyrate, for lack of better terms, you know. And I think Trump today announced, and I was going to use my closing remarks on this. Trump today announced that, and I've talked about this before, he's trying to sign the executive order to ban state regulation on AI. So in other words, right now, 50 states get to vote individually on, we don't want these data centers, dog. New Jersey is getting killed with data centers, bro. People are getting canned, all types of crazy shit, losing water, all types of shit. So there's things that are, my point is, that are immediately at risk and that you will see in the next year. They're trying to build data centers all over this place like the fucking Matrix, to where the point, it's going to be just like the Matrix, dude. We're going to live in a data center. Y'all talk about simulation now. What the fuck y'all think a data center is? What do y'all think CERN be doing and shit like that? They be fucking changing timelines and playing with ghost particles and doing weird ass shit, man. That's why we look on fucking line and everybody look like Charlie Kirk. It's artificial intelligence, bro. We a year or two away from not knowing what's what. You seen what Soros did? What is that? Soros 4? How it blew up the internet? With Tupac and Martin Luther King and all that.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna get way better in the sense where there's gonna be a lot of shit where we're not gonna know what's what. I do agree with that.
And that alone, that right there is a major problem. That is a major problem.
Yeah, that is.
That's a Black Mirror episode. If you guys out there don't know, you know, let them be able to control. Not if we don't know what's real. We're gonna be in the Manchurian Candidate soon, where we're gonna have two presidents. Me and Zach talk about this. we're gonna have two presidents, and it's gonna be like the episode on Rick and Morty, the turkey episode, where it's two presidents, both saying they're the president, and we're gonna have to figure out who the real fucking president is. Clones.
Yeah.
I'm
That
laugh with this shit, man. Like this shit is crazy to me. It's crazy. Do you got any final remarks?
no. I'm going to that Stranger Things thing.
Oh, are you?
Yep, they just released another thing. I mean, I just got me and Tyler tickets for the
movie
finale.
theater?
Yep.
And on New Year's Eve, y'all doing that?
We're going on New Year's Day, like noon. So
Okay. Damn, y'all ain't trying to go with the high. Y'all ain't trying to go on the night.
nah, because it's too. They were sold out for most of the days, and
no,
like
no.
11:30.
Can you close with talking about? Can we just give them some credit? Can you close with that?
With Stranger Things.
Yeah, their marketing has been good. I mean, their rollout. This is
Yeah, it's been a genius rollout for them, spreading up how they're doing. They're basically they're going to be controlling what we talk about in the media for the last the last 3 months of the year, or not 3 months, but like the last month and a half.
During the holiday, they took all the holidays.
Yeah,
all three of the major holidays.
yeah.
There's like we got that because if you think that. I mean, Stranger Things will be the number one. I know we'll get some NFL on Christmas, maybe on Netflix.
I think so.
A big conversation. We don't got time for it today, but actually, the 50 Cent Diddy doc, it took Stranger Things down, which I thought was really interesting. The 50 Cent doc is number one on Netflix, and Stranger Things is 2. And that's pretty interesting.
I will say, I think it's because Stranger Things, like they had their opening day and 2, like broke records outside Squid Games. They came in second place because it was only 4 episodes. So like, I personally know people who like watched all 4 in the same night. Like it's not one of them shows where you kept around. Like most people blitz them 4 episodes in 1 or 2 days.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. And Diddy dropped a week later. So like most people was like, we're done with this little 4 episodes.
Right. Yeah, that's
so. Exactly. But yeah, I mean, the Stranger Things. I watched the episodes. They're all right. It's cool. You know, Stranger Things is cool to me. It's a show that I think people should watch because it's good and it's culturally relevant. But I don't think it belongs in any top show ever conversation at all.
Definitely not with Game of Thrones or anything like that.
Not even close. That's not even close to move to shows like that, in my opinion. But it's just too. We call it Disney, and it's too. Just not. Yeah. For me, but good show. I do think that they're gonna come out. I do believe that's why I went to theaters because I think that finale is gonna be legendary. I think it's gonna be.
I think so too.
So I think they're gonna do it. I think they will do it. Finish it right. And yeah, I mean, talk to Holden about
Friday,
The Shining, and we really should go on a Saturday.
Did you look up? I only looked up those. I looked up those times. I don't remember there being no Saturday.
Yeah, there's 10 o'clock on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They're premiering in 3 days.
No, you gotta look again, bro. I don't think so.
I just looked earlier.
Okay.
Yep, I was just making sure. So we really should go on a Saturday if we go, but Holden I was talking to him before I got on here. He said maybe, so we'll see. There's still mad seats, but yeah, I mean, I'm down. I will go see that. I will be playing them Reds in the Red Bathroom. Be dope.
Yeah, on the big screen at IMAX.
In the big screen at IMAX, and it'll probably be damn near like it'll be in IMAX. I've never been in them IMAX theaters, but they're like huge theaters, and yeah, it's like them IMAX with like them long ass rows with like 30 seats in them rows. Like it'd be turned like, and it's gonna be. It might not be sold out, but there's gonna be people in that bitch.
Yeah, for sure, and old school movie fans too. Those types.
Oh yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm down. But you just gotta get Holden to go.
All right, I'm gonna get him to go. Lane asked a question. You're gonna have to answer that later, not today. He said,
"What you reading these days?" Right now, personally, I'm reading a book called Blood at the Root. It's like a Black Harry Potter. It's the most ghetto book I've ever read in my life.
Come on, don't slander him on here.
It's not a bad book. It's just crazy. I got Khalil's reading it next month. I said, I can't wait for you to read this book. It's a gay black author, dude, and it's like he was cool out and talk to him and stuff, but like nah.
Over here.
but and I'm reading the Sun Eater series, the 7th book, and I'm reading this.
Well, my page is strike.
So nah, it's cool. It's a good book, good story. It's like I said, it's a Black Harry Potter, but it's Medea.
Bruh, all right.
I'm not
dude.
even joking. I'll send you a script, some shit, and you won't believe how he's talking, bro. But yeah, good books.
Oh, all right, man.
All right, yeah.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna get in trouble, man. You said a gay black author, man.
Just kidding. It was fun.
My page has already been getting struck, y'all. I literally had to. My account got suspended on TikTok. I had to do an appeal. They approved my appeal. I'm back on TikTok. But as me and Lane have talked about privately, I know you bitches is watching. I know y'all is watching. Y'all for sure watching my page now, man. But it's all good. I'm gonna ramp it up in 2026. Actually, I'm gonna just let the people know. Y'all got me until like 2026. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. But eventually, I'm gonna have to just, switch my gear into really, covering more niche topics and stuff like that. So we can talk more in depth about certain things too, instead of such a broad spectrum where I got to come on here and talk about politics and all movies and different shit. It's a lot to keep up with, but I really want to break down albums, man. I still feel like people aren't doing justice of it. I mean, I know you got Dissect out there. I think he does too much nowadays. I love Dissect, and I remember when Dissect came out, but I think there's too much going on there. I feel like there's a happy medium between fan art and me being able to illustrate and alter some of, I think, the backdrops of certain albums of our time that I would like to cover. So that's what I want to do. But until then, I know Elon's watching. Lane talking about getting Starlink. I'm like, yeah, that's cool and all, but like, I know Elon's trying to tap in, man. One of the things that I know you guys may have skipped over and stuff like that, we were sent alerts and stuff like that there was a data breach potentially, and that there was Israeli spyware. And I don't want to get into this today, but Israeli spyware that came through as an ad, and once you skip on that ad, they have access to your phone. And this was reported by, a lot of major outlets and stuff like that. Also, news out of that area that we are finding out that the transponders and stuff that were being turned off in these Egyptian they're calling them AUE planes that was allegedly at the Charlie Kirk assassination and ties with this Candace Owens situation, all this Egyptian planes that they're trying to say, allegedly we're finding out that all along the American government, through their ops programs and stuff like that, have it set up to where trips in and out of Israel, one of the airports in Israel, it automatically registers to the transporter and stuff as a Egyptian plane flying out. So this is a leaf being uncovered because it kind of puts a bits and puzzle together on how they were making all these flights in and out of Israel without it being tracked and all these different things like that. So and just the amount of times you can only imagine the amount of times diplomats and dignitaries and politicians and stuff actually flew in and out of Israel where Epstein Island was. So there's that. But the big but in all this is that that's all to come in 2026. I did want to say that Stranger Things, I wanted to talk about real quick. I hope Stranger Things ends up somehow being able to close this series to where they can leave it open to where they might be able to come back. Not Stranger Things, but a spinoff. And the spinoff would be really good. Because what I want to see with Stranger Things, what I think could take Stranger Things to the next level is if they let the Upside Down World and Vecna and all that evil ass shit. I hope that they capture 11 and all of them, right? Not all of them. Maybe leave one of them out there that we think that they're fake dead type shit. It's going to be 11. But if they can do that and then they conquer Hawkins, the city, the small city, and then in 5 years or 3 years we get a spinoff on a different people in a different city, like New York City, kind of like Cloverfield, where that damn monster came in Cloverfield in New York City and fucked shit up. I want that to be I want it to broaden its scope. The small city shit it was really niche. It was really good. It's really how you get locked into series and stuff like that. But at this point, you know, I need some more. I need some suits. I need some bigger, powerful players. I need the government involved. I know it's like scientists and shit like that, and that shit is real. What's going on in Stranger Things? Y'all need to look into what CERN be doing and opening portals and black holes and shit like that. And we just all these black budget projects and where that all this missing money just goes into these secret projects and shit, and they just get away with it. And we just letting them play with anti-gravitational, like all types of different shit. No one man should have all that power. But yeah, I do thank everybody for tuning in. I'm almost about out of time. I do want to say that I want to do a year-end recap because I think that a lot has gone on this past year, and I think once I lay it out, you guys, it's going to blow your mind on how many different big news stories that we went through and different cultural moments we went through all within this year. I think that they've got the simulation turned up. And that's the days are just flying by, like literally just flying by. And everything as the days go faster and faster and keep flying by, everything seems less and less real. Like everything just seems like we're in a simulator. You know what I'm saying? Shit that just don't. I'm seeing. I don't got it nowhere, but I'm seeing everybody look like Charlie Kirk. Like what's going on with this? Like, are we in the middle of Children of the Corn? Is this right nationalist evangelical Christian movement some sort of cult? Is this a death cult? Are they about to start burning crosses and stabbing people and doing paganism? Oh shit. Oh bruh. This shit is fucking crazy, bro. You can't make this shit up. Charlie fucking Kirk is in the fucking building. Charlie Kirk is in the fucking building.
What?
This is fucking crazy. Charlie Kirk just knocked shit off my wall, bro. Like, what the fuck? Charlie Kirk, bro. My shit ain't moved in fucking weeks.
You say Charlie Kirk.
Nah, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. This shit is weird, bro. It's weird, man. You got Erica Kirk being the most evil, sinister bitch of all time. Like, she's doubling and tripling down, bro. Like, how are they really rolling her out like this, bruh? Really, for real. CEO of Turning Points USA. You know what I'm saying? How's she a CEO? It's crazy, bro. Now she's on stage. She's doing 5 trips to, like, Washington to promote a book. Like, this is the most insane shit ever. And she's running a cult. We Are Charlie Kirk is a cult. This is crazy. It's insane. It's insane what we're doing. This is like Children of the Corn. But yeah, no, he said, don't trash the dead. I'm not trashing the dead, but Charlie Kirk was in the fucking building tonight. He was in the building. For real. That was crazy. I'll have my instant replay team get with you guys. I'm going to clip that up. But on a serious note, I did want to leave with this here. Let me see. Let me see here. I got it written out. Remember, as Mr. Trump is trying to sign an executive order to stop the ability for states to ban AI or have AI regulations in that state, not at the federal level. He's trying to sign that executive order this week. We must stop him. So, as I told you guys on previous streams, remember to contact your local representative. Ours being District 10, Michael Turner, the 10th District. His number is, I'll put it in the chat, but it's 202-225-6465. That is 202-225-6465. This is very vital because we must stop the rise of AI data centers that have been proposed and passed to come to Ohio and are already here. And as we are getting reports out of Memphis, and we're also getting reports out of New Jersey of some of the nightmares that those tenants and the people of that location are experiencing with these AI data centers. I don't think we really understand how massive these data centers are, and just the amount of requirements and lack thereof of information readily available for us of what these data centers might be transmuted and how that might have long-term effects on us and different things like that. There's reports of long screeching noises throughout the night, super brightness of data centers, sicknesses, water well systems and irrigation systems being destroyed because of these data centers. So it's really important for us to be able to at least, at the very fucking least, have state rights to be able to prevent them in our states if we do not want them. Donald Trump wants to federalize this through executive order so that way he doesn't have to jump through 50 hula hoop holes to twerk for his tech oligarchs. And on that note, guys, I will leave this in the chat. Contact Michael Turner, District 10 at 202-225-6465. All right. So I have that now in the chat, guys. You see it. Contact him at 202-225-6465. Let him know your troubles and let him know what you feel about the AI data centers and the tech regulations in a district near you. Let your voice be heard. And as always, he said, hell nah, we are Charlie Kirk. She ain't born or raise them kids. Oh, no top five talk. Oh, I'm so sorry. Top five. All I got to say is J3 Hitter. I don't trust J3 Hitter now. That's Kendrick's cousin. He was on the GNX song title. I never really trust. I mean, I trust him, but he moves too messy. And he is now, after having a long-standing beef with Top 5 all last year and shit like that, Top 5 got necked up just like Charlie. I don't know what was going on last year or this past year with people and getting stabbed or something in the neck. What is going on with that? That shit was crazy. You got the Ukrainian girl on the subway station getting necked. Then you got Top 5 getting necked. And then you got Charlie Kirk getting necked. You know. Also, Tim Pool. They try to neck Tim Pool. Candace Owens is about to get necked. The gang got a song on his album called The Assassination of Candace Owens. They trying to neck her too. I don't know, bro. It's just like the 60s all over again, bro. They're taking out civil rights leaders. We are Charlie Kirk. Charlie Luther King. But yeah, Top 5 got necked. And Top 5 is now, because Drake didn't probably pay the piper, and he tweeted, Top 5 is a rat. You know, he's a mouse. He's not even a good rat. He's a mouse. You know what I'm saying? He's a mouse. He's the worst kind of rat there is. He's the annoying rat, you know? So I'm sure in this battle of the slime balls between Drake and Top 5, I actually feel like Top 5 did some bullshit. That's just how I feel. And anyways, Drake tweeted out his Top 5 got a rival out there. He tweeted out that rival's diss track, which, you know, Drake being Drake. No allegiance, you know, to nobody, just Drake being Drake. So now Top 5 has switched his tune. He went on academics to say, fuck Drake, and he started with posting Not Like Us, a screenshot saying it's the best diss song of all time and all this shit. After all year long saying he was gonna kill Kendrick, and all I'm trying to tell y'all is y'all J3 Hitter niggas and West Side people and all y'all people, don't let Top 5 in your circle. Don't let him even think he's getting close to Kendrick. Are y'all insane? Y'all gonna fall for the okie doke? I don't trust that man as far as I can throw him. Okay, that's all I got to say about Top 5. He's a lame, he's a goofy, but he's also a rat, and he needs to live a rat. And that was another thing going on in 2024. Letting all these people out like Tekashi 6ix9ine. How is he back talking in hip hop? How? You know, see, that's the side of hip hop that we got to watch the party by, because I ain't got no respect for that side of hip hop. We all collectively was done with Tekashi 6ix9ine. Open rap. And now he's ingratiated. That's because that's why you got to go watch Sinners. That's exactly why you got to go watch Sinners. That's all I got for today.